Hello, and welcome to another Crack-a-Pack. Today, I am back with my second play booster for Modern Horizons 3. And now that we've had a little bit of time with the set, let's see what we think about a pack 1 pick 1. Let's get started. Thriving Skyclaw. 2 red for a 3/2. Creature, cat dragon, common. Flying. When Thriving Skyclaw enters the battlefield, you get 3 energy counters. Whenever Thriving Skyclaw attacks, you may pay 3 energy. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on it. As wild as Unbound Aether, and just as dangerous. Eviscerator's Insight. 1 black for an instant, common. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature. Draw 2 cards. Flashback. 4 black. We are all just the sum of our parts. Drownyard Lurker. 7 for a 7/7. Creature, Eldrazi Trilobite, common. Vigilance. When you cast or cycle Drownyard Lurker, create a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn creature token with sacrifice this creature. Add colorless. Cycling 2 blue. When Emrakul arrived on Innistrad, even fossils answered her twisted call. Expel the Unworthy. 1 white for a sorcery, common. Kicker. 2 white. Choose target creature with mana value 3 or less. If this spell was kicked, instead, choose target creature. Exile the chosen creature. Then its controller gains life, equal to its mana value. Writhing Chrysalis. 2 red green for a 2/3 creature. Eldrazi drone. Common. Devoid. When you cast this spell, create 2/0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature tokens with sacrifice this creature. Add colorless. Reach. Whenever you sacrifice another Eldrazi, put a +1/+1 counter on Writhing Chrysalis. Gift of the Viper. Green for an instant. Common. Put a +1/+1 counter, a reach counter, and a death touch counter on target creature. Untap it. Orin mages willingly endure the bites of vipers, believing the snakes bestow great power on those who survive their venom. Golden Tail Trainer. 1 green white for a 1/3 creature. Fox Samurai. Uncommon. Aura and equipment spells you cast cost X less to cast, where X is Golden Tail Trainer's power. Whenever Golden Tail Trainer attacks, other modified creatures you control get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is Golden Tail Trainer's power. Lion Umbra. Green for an enchantment. Aura. Uncommon. Enchant modified creature. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3 and has vigilance and reach. Umbra armor. Consign to memory. Blue for an instant. Uncommon. Replicate 1. Counter target triggered ability or colorless spell. He wept, not for what was, but what could never be. We have a double-faced card with Crackling Falls on the back. Land. Crackling Falls enters the battlefield tapped. Tap, add blue or red. In the wilds beyond Girapur, raw magical energy permeates the landscape. And rush of inspiration. One hybrid blue-red, hybrid blue-red. For an instant, uncommon. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card at random unless you pay 2 energy. Insight is like a waterfall, near limitless power, but only if properly harnessed. Sahili Rai. Meltdown. X red. For a sorcery, uncommon. Destroy each artifact with mana value X or less. Catastrophes happened so often at the mana rig that the Viashino language had a special word to describe them. The rare is Ashling Flame Dancer. 2 red, red. For a 4/4. Legendary creature. Elemental shaman. Mythic rare. You don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, discard a card, then draw a card. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, Ashling Flame Dancer deals 2 damage to each opponent and each creature they control. If it's the third time, add 4 red mana. We have a foil territory color. 4 green for a 7/5. Creature Eldrazi, uncommon. Devoid, reach. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. If you don't put the card into your hand, you may put it into your graveyard. A swamp. And an art card. Flage, Titan of Fire's Fury. All right. So here is our pack. And we've got one rare. I feel like I need to review it one more time to really understand what it does. So, you hold on to your red mana throughout your entire turn. Whenever you cast or copy a spell, you can rummage. And it's actually not a May ability, so you have to do that. If you do it twice, it deals 2 damage to your opponent and everything they own. And then if you do it a third time, you get 4 mana to presumably keep going. But it sounds like you need a lot of cards at your disposal to keep doing this reliably. So you might need a lot of card draw or things that give you access to the top of your library. And is otherwise a 4/4 for 4, which seems alright. Yeah, I could see this going into a burn or a spellslinger kind of deck, but probably really needs to be built around to be at its best. And then otherwise, as we were going through the pack, I had kind of earmarked Writhing Chrysalis as a card that I was particularly interested in. It is really good value for 4 mana. It has reach and helps you cast other cards later on. So definitely something I could see first picking. But then we got this Territory color, which is a 7/5 reach for only 5 mana, and can potentially draw you more cards, or at least filters the top of your library. So that's definitely something that I'm also interested in. I would really love to take both, especially knowing that they go in the same deck. I think I'm going to take Territory color here, mostly because it is an uncommon, and hopefully we can find another Writhing Chrysalis throughout the course of the draft as a common. So I will lock that in as my pick, but I am curious to know what you would take from this pack. Are we aligned on Territory color? Or would you go with the Writhing Chrysalis, the Ashling Flame Dancer, or anything else in the pack? Leave a comment and let me know. But in the meantime, I will go ahead and make my pick, shuffle up the remaining cards, and lay them out. There we have it. I would love to hear what your first pick would have been down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, I would so appreciate if you would hit that thumbs up button. And please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll be back with new Magic the Gathering ASMR videos every Monday and Friday. Your support means the world to me, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.